I'm writing up a equation, okay, and like giving you a sample question, you can say on. Okay, so let's say this is my equation, and this is 1 upon x plus 3 multiplied by x divided by 2 minus 2, and this whole is divided by x minus 4. So if this is an expression and this comes as 3x minus 2 by x minus 4 plus 1 by x, so you could be asked to find the solutions or to find out the roots of this equation. Okay, so you have to apply various functions and you'll have to write up the things. So let's say if there is a word problem, right, because you'll be also getting the questions based on the word problems. So let's say you got a word problem question, right? Let's say I think there should be one. Okay, not here. What about this? Also not here. Okay, somewhere it would be as a kind of a question you'll be getting up. Okay, so for the word problems, when you get the question, what you do is like exactly how you write up in the copies, right? When we solve the things in the class 7th and 8th, what we used to do is take this as x and take this as x plus something or whatever, right? The question will be asking, you have to put it accordingly, and then you should solve it as per that. Okay, so partial fractions and everything is very clear, I hope, right? Trigonometric sections are also clear, right? Like if you want to apply any to expand any equation trigonometric identities, I believe those are very easy for you now. Okay, fine. So if I write such an equation that x is to the power of a multiplied by x to the power of b, so in that case this is xa xb, right? So if in this case if we are saying that we want to equate, like we want to take the base as the common and adding up the powers, or you say the simplify of this, so simplify this would be x to the power of a plus b. So there could be something else, right? What else function you should use or you can use to find up this thing? So what else you can use? What is the another function you can use to get exactly this one? So you can also use this pause to get the same thing. Okay. So there are various methods, right? You will be getting options, or maybe you should write up there. If you don't have any options, you should write up the things. Okay. And yesterday we haven't discussed about the logarithmic things. So ln of something, let's say for y is the log of something. Okay. So if you have any expressions, kind of like uh, if it has been given that expand, okay, that is what is the formula of log of x multiplied by y. So what is the formula of log xy? Okay, yeah, anyone who knows log xy?
Log x plus log y.
Log x plus log y. So like you will be asked to expand this, so you'll be using expand the log. In what log you want to expand? The log of x multiplied by y, that is log of x plus log of y. Okay, so in this case, when you write up with the expand logarithmic things, you see it the same output, right? So here what you have to do is, in case of log, uh, you will have to write the symbols as positive, right? You'll have to define that what the symbols you are using, it should be positive, like symbols you're using x and y, and you have to say that this is positive. So positive is equals to true, so you'll be getting the output now. Okay, right? So in this case you can write up the things like that. Okay, now if you have any log expression and you want to combine that, then you can use log combine. Let's say you have an expression log of x plus log of y, so this gives log xy, right? So like that. Okay, now if you have been asked a question, right, there could be some questions kind of thing. So if I'm asking that you have some 5 zeros and you are asked to make 120 with this, with applying any mathematical operations, which one is the best to apply, right? Yeah, any answers what we can use to make 120 with 5 zeros? Any mathematical operation you remember? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, roots, exponents, anything. Okay, so let me tell you. So you might have done this term, that is an error, right? But what is this? That is a factorial of 0. That is 1, or factorial of any such number would be the number factorial, correct? Okay. Okay, yeah. So this is a factorial. So what is a factorial of 0? We see that this is 1. So if I say that I want a factorial of 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, that is nothing but the factorial of 0 multiplied by the 5, and then you want the factorial of that whole, and that is sorry, this is here to be multiplied up. So this is the factorial of that number my 5. Then you want to find the factorial of this 5. It is with the help of the 0 you are getting up the things as 120. Okay. So this is like the methods. So factorial of a number can be found with using the factorial function, and you can write factorial of x by anything x minus 1. So it would be 1, like x minus 3. So in case, okay. So you get various things there. Okay. Next. So integration, and did we discuss the differentiation yesterday? I think yes, we went through the derivatives and all. Okay. So uh, let's just take that there's an equation. Okay. Just take for an example an equation, or like integration. What is the integration of cos theta or cos x? Answers.
Mx.
So integration of cos theta. And it moves down. So this is sine theta, right? Okay. So similarly, if I say that when you want to apply for any integration with some limits, now this integration is not having any kind of limits, right? This is just cos theta integration, and you got the answers. When I say that we want to apply some limits to, so like if we write that integral of an equation, let's say this is exponentiation of minus x. So what is this? E to the power of minus x integration, and what is the value of this? What is the integration of this? answers? Okay, fine. Now, so what I was saying, that if you get something an integral of this, right, and you have also been given with the limits, right? Limit in the sense that we want to do this integration with respect to x, and my lower limit will be 0 and the upper limit will be, let's say, infinite. So this equation will be termed as like from 0 to infinite to the integration of this. Similarly, if you write here as x to 0 with infinite, so that is 1. Okay, so giving up the limits and then solving up the things accordingly. If I write the integration, integrate x to the power of x, what is the value with respect to x? Yes, so integrate x to the power of x with respect to x. So you can define up various like problems, right? What is the integration of log x squared, and like several questions will be there. Okay, fine. So you can apply as accordingly to the things. If I say like you want an integral of, let's say my e is equals to 2x cube multiplied by the log of x squared plus 1. Okay, this is e. That is 2x cube log x squared plus 1. This was one of the question I searched on the internet. Okay, so integral of this e. So integral of this will be giving 2x3 log x, and this was given with some parameters also, right? You say with some of the limits also. So it was given to be x, 0 and 1. So the question was like from 0 to 1, what is the integration of this? Yeah. So what will be the value? Answer? Okay, fine. Not taking much time. So like you put up the limits over there and you'll be getting it. Okay. So integrating the e with respect to x. Oh, there are limits given. So with 0 to 1. Okay. So this is giving us 1 by 4. But if we just integrate this with respect to x, will get us something this, right? Then you write up the limits and the answers accordingly. Okay. So what about the limits then? How you define up the limits? Okay. Apart from this differentiations and all, how you define a limit of something? Any some like a mathematical representation of limit, how we have studied. If I say that limit of cos x minus 1 divided by x. Okay, so this is going to be the cos x. Okay, so two parameters are missing, right? Okay, so what can be the parameters? That is with x tending to the zeros. So limit of x tending to the 0 and cos x minus 1 by x. Okay, so right, there's 5 or something, what you want, right? How you want to express your equations, accordingly you can write up the things. Okay, fine. So like this you'll be getting up lot of things to solve on, to practice even. You might get some formulas even. Now let's say guys, many a time what happens that if we define any rational number, every time it is not very easy to find all the rational numbers in exact format how we want. Like if I write something of rational as 3 by 4, okay, worked up 3 by 5, So see, it is kind of something else, right? So this is not the exact thing we would be searching of, right? Because there could be various questions where you'll be getting, we'll be using these things, right? How could those questions be there? Then you could be asked the very easy questions in the trigonometric when we started up those things, right? When we started learning the trigonometry, what we learned, the very basic was the trigonometric ratios, if you remember of the things, right? We learned the trigonometric ratios. So if you go for the trigonometric ratios, what were the right relationships between the angles, not the angles, the ratios, like what is the relationship between the sine theta and cos theta? Hmm? What is the relation between the sine theta and cos theta? Minus sin x. Hey, we all know that this is, if this is a sine theta, that this is sine square theta, and this is cos square theta. So this is exactly an equation, right? And we know that this is equals to 1. So can
Yes,
we,
sir.
here we can, from here we can just generate, right, that sine theta will be equals to something 1 minus cos square theta, and sorry, under root of 1 minus cos square theta, right?
Yes.
So like for the cos theta, you can even write 1 minus sine square under root of 1 minus sine square theta. So let's say you got a question and uh, you have been asked like there is an equation. Okay, how we get like in the very previous, just think of all in the starting when you just read with the trigonometric, right? It was like uh, equation. You might have done hundred of questions like this. Rational of 3 by 4. So the sine theta is equals to 3 by 4. Find all the other ratios of trigonometric identity, right? So these kind of questions were right in the beginning when you started up with the trigonometry, I hope. So how to solve with the upright if you have been asked even to find up the values of tan theta, cos theta, in the other all 5 ratios that you have been asked to find those things. How should you find? Yes. You'll be getting questions like this in the exam, in the test today.
Yes, sir. By that equation, I can solve this.
Using
The
either
sine square theta cos square theta equation.
sine square theta cos square theta. So you could find
After
the
that, getting the cos theta value, we can find the tan theta and others thing also.
Actually, we can use Pythagoras to find the
Yes,
hypotenuse.
that can also work. That also works.
yeah.
And then we have the formula for tan theta perpendicular by base, and likewise we can find all the other.
So you will be finding the value of that cos theta, writing up that in the equation, and then finding up the things. Okay, that
Both
is
the thing will work.
yeah. Both things would be working up there. That is correct. But what if we want to go with a very short method? We'll just write that theta is going to be the sine inverse of 3 by 4, isn't it? So theta is going to be the sine inverse of, right?
Yes.
So what will be the theta value? That is a sine of 3 by 4. Right? That is 3 by 4. So just for seeing, I have written up there. So what I'll write that this is sine of 3 by 4. And now you'll be getting some values in the float. That I am saying that now if we want to put this theta value, this won't work in every cases, right? Right, it will work, but it will always give you the value. If you write what is the value of cos theta here, you will be directly getting up the values. Okay, but will not be like used to with this all fractions and here solutions. So what we'll do is uh, let it be there, right? So whatever the cos theta value comes, what we'll say that whatever the cos theta value is coming, we are going to put the limit denominator there. Okay, so limit denominator in the sense like if I write that this is a rational of something, what I am getting at. Okay, so rational of this, whatever the value comes, dot limit the denominator by 100. So cos theta is giving you the values, and that is being rationalized. So if you write the rational of cos theta is this, and then we want to limit the denominator by 100, is there we getting okay? So I hope this would be much better. Limit the denominator by 300. Run this. Okay, fine, working. So theta is going to be the okay. That question is exactly for 3 by 5. Okay, so you get the rational value is, that is cos theta is going to be 4 by 5, right? It is correct. If this is 3 by 5, obviously that will be 4 by 5. Then you can same find for the tan theta. So that is easy, right? Just apply there tan, and you can find the value of tan theta and all the other ratios immediately, very easily, right? So there can be various steps of how you want to find up the things. Okay, so I feel this step is very easy, because just finding up the angles and then putting up in any ratio could give me every value, instead of making it with the equations and equating it up. Then this would work better, right? Whatever suits you, you can go with that. Okay, so while solving the question, you should write up that what are you doing, which with process you are going up there. Okay, so limit denominator will be used like to get the exact fraction of your number. So if you write up there with 1000, and that would not affect anything. So whatever the number you write, it will be giving you results. Okay, now so questions would be there like this. So exactly the equation or the relationship between the sine theta and the cos theta is like this is the, let's say I'm writing for the gamma.
So can we do Pythagoras theorem here?
Pythagoras. So we'll have to define your P and Q, and then you can do it there, right? Like whatever is your P, what is your Q, and then you can go actually with that. That is easy, right? Okay, let me show you. First, to derive this sine gamma is equals to square root of 1 minus cos square sine gamma is equals to this one. Here we are missing something. 1 minus cos square EQ. Cannot extract minus sign. Missing one requirement. Okay. So square root of 1 minus this, I think we should give one more bracket here. Sine gamma minus the square root of, this is correct, 1 minus cos gamma square. We're just missing okay, some positional arguments I'm saying. If we write about sin x, let's make it small, what it was. So sin x equals to something like this. Okay, fine. So like someone has asked for that rational one, right? So where you used to define up your rational numbers in like in the form of p by q, that is the standard method of defining any rational number. Okay, so you could use that simplify, or you can even use the p by q form, right? If you should write like let's say if this is equals to, and whatever the expression you are having, like let's say it's this 3 by 5, so you can write this is 3 and 5, and then you can use the Pythagoras theorem, like p square is q square, whatever you want in that respect, right? So that is exactly, you should define your numerator and the denominator, and then you can go up with that. Okay, that can define, like if you write it as let's say a, which is equals to the rational of any number, so let it be 3 by 5. Okay, and then you say that your numerator is a dot p, right? That is a standard form. So your numerator is let's say first this is a, what is rational of 3 by 5, so your numerator is a dot p, that is 3, and your denominator is a dot q. So you can do accordingly with that. Okay, so to find up the rational of any thing you have passed on, so you can get it accordingly that. Okay, so that would help, right? Limit denominator could help in that respect. Okay, so you should find, like I personally suggest that you should find up the angles and then you can work it accordingly. Hmm? Like there could be questions like very common questions. I'm just taking up a very common question. Like if a question is given that expression is there, right? This is x multiplied by sine x cube. Okay, so this is x sine cube x. Okay, sorry, this is okay. We have defined theta as so from, so we'll import again. Okay, fine, working now. So expression is x multiplied by sine theta cube plus your y multiplied by the cos theta and cube of that too. So cos theta cube. So this is one equation. Okay, and this is equals to, and these are the equations what you have done, right? I believe that you must have done these equations. Everyone do this, right? Because these are the basic ones what we have practiced. So x sine cube theta plus y cos cube theta is equals to sine theta cos theta, right? Similarly, there is another equation, right? So let's take it for the other one. So other one says that x sine theta is equals to y cos theta. Okay. Other equation is saying that x sine theta is going to be equals to this y cos theta. Okay, so this is the another expression. So you have two expressions and you need to prove. So the question is prove that this, and I think you might know the proof also, what is going to be the question. So this is equals to 1. Okay, so just tell me what are the procedures we should follow, how should we get up in the things. Hmm. What is the very easy process to find up the things to prove this all? Hmm? Yes, answer. Very easy step of doing this. Only within 1 to 2 lines. Right, I can say this x is going to be
Assuming one.
assuming
Yes.
1.
No, that only x equals to sine theta, then finding this.
So x sine theta is equals to y cos theta, and definitely x is going to be equals to y cos theta by sine theta, right? That is x is going to be the tan of this y cos theta, not not like this. This is going to be the y into a tan of theta, that is cot theta.
Got it.
So this is going to be the x. Okay, so this is the value of x. So we can just put it there in the equation 1 to find accordingly. So we'll be getting this solution or not, let's see. So if this is the equation, copy, and this is an expression. So if the expression we are substituting the value of x, so we're getting y sine cube theta and then the cot theta plus y cos cube theta. That is what we are getting up here. So if applying this, taking as the y common, and it's all already done. Okay. What to do? Sine cube theta plus cos cube theta, taking it along, cos by sine equals cot. Yeah, we have done that only. I'm searching for just one line answer. This will take to the answers, but it will go quite lengthy. So x sine squared theta plus cos squared theta. Okay. Even just solving up this equation would give any value. If I write this inside this equation, this is y sine. Okay, let's take x is equals to this symbol of this x and let it hold that too. Okay. Now if this is the expression, what is this is x sine cube theta plus y cos cube theta exactly. Okay. Now we have to, this is equals to sine theta cos theta. This is being given. So let's say if we expand this, let's see what comes. X sine cube theta plus x could work, sine theta could work, y by x of cos theta, y by x multiplied by the cos theta, y by x cos theta. It will not work. Here's any suggestions, any short method. Don't go for the long one. Long one will definitely give the answers, but searching for something short. If we can factorize this, so what if we write an equation like this instead of writing it like this? What if we write an equation as x multiplied by the sine theta, and then multiplied by the sine theta squared. Will it is working? Yes. Okay. Is it going accordingly? X sine theta and then sine square theta. Yeah. So like this, if we solve up, so from this equation, if we take sine theta common, and from this y cos cube theta also, if we take y cos theta, so okay, okay, all right, all right. Where is the equation? If this is an equation, substituting the value of this sine theta by y cos theta, are we going to get any results? So y sine square theta cos theta plus y cos cube theta. Okay, and if this is equals to sine theta cos theta, so this is going to be the equals of this. So if we go for solving up this, what is the value? Y cos theta. So y cos theta is equals to sine theta cos theta. Got it. Cool. This cancel. This is also cancelled up. Okay. So these are the three equations, and so what we did is we just replaced, because we have got, I didn't saw this one also, that we have got this x sine theta equals to y cos theta even. So you can directly substitute the value and could get directly equals the whole equation as y cos theta. So the equation now becomes as that y cos theta is going to be the equals as sine theta multiplied by cos theta, right? Correct or not? This is going to be the same, right? That y cos theta equals. So from here, what we can write, from here what we can solve, that y cos theta is equals to something this, or directly we can just, if we can just simplify things, we can say that y is going to be the sine theta. Y is equals to sine theta. So if y is equals to sine theta, then in this equation, if we replace the value of like let's say this is equation 2, okay, so if we take this as equation 2, no, this will be equal, and okay, fine, no issues. So let's just take this equation, x square plus y square equals to 1. So we have got y equals to sine theta, then what is the value of y square? That is sine square theta. So x is going to be the equals of 1 minus y square, right? That is 1 minus sine square theta. So if I write that trigs of an equation, and this is like x is going to be equals of 1 minus y square, and x is going to be the cos square theta, and y is equals to sorry, y square is x square, this will be x square. So x square equals to cos square theta, and y square is equals to sine square theta, right? That is now fine. So what is the value of x square plus y square? And this is x, small x, and this is small y. And okay, we haven't saved it there. X square is equals to, okay, let's define. So x square plus y square will be giving you the value of 1. That is, you will have to solve it. What if you use simplify or anything in the case, it will be giving you 1, and that is the proof. So I found this as the shortest step, right? That is substituting the value of this x sine theta as to be the y cos theta, and after substitution we got this equation y, that the total equation forms as y cos theta, but then form the second equation as y cos theta equals sine theta cos theta. From here this get cancelled and we got y equals to sine theta. Then similarly this y square is going to be the sine square theta, so let's just cut this, and we by solving this we got x square equals cos square theta, and then simplifying up the things. So total in just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Okay, right? You could make some different steps also, your own steps, what you want. Okay, you can go with that all things. So you'll be getting questions accordingly like this. Okay, so there are some questions given. So your test will be from 4, not from now. Okay, you take time, practice of the things. So like you'll be asked to find the roots of this, roots of this, roots of this. Such questions would be there. Some word problems would be there. There you have to frame the equation. So if you don't frame the right equation, you'll not be getting the correct results. Okay.
So according to this marks only will be given certificate or what?
No, this is not for like this will be including in like in your assessment grading marks kind of assessment, right? Because you're doing some internships, right? So
Yes.
so basis on this, like how you perform on the assessments will be getting gradings in your internships letters and all. Okay, fine. So let's just take another question, last question for this practice. Okay, so if you say tan of A is equals to n tan B, n tan B. This is the equation. Tan A is equals to n tan B. Similarly, sin A is equals to m sin B. Sin A equals to m sin B. It is same. Okay. So these two equations are there, and you've been asked to prove that this cos A square is equals to, cool, this is big, this is m square minus 1 and whole like divided by m square plus 1. And I guess this is also a familiar question to you. So cos square A is equals to m square minus 1 by m square plus 1. This is all about to do. Yes, so this is a question. This is this, and you have to prove this. That's fine. How to start? How to proceed, like what should be our first step of solving this? This could be solved easily in the copies, right? But in case of this here, what should be done? The first one. You see the answers? Oh, 1 second. This is n square. Sorry. M square minus 1 and n square minus 1. Sorry. This is the equation. Like this. So do you think should we directly substitute the values and getting up the answers? Right, if we say m is going to be equals as sine of a by sine of b, and so does the n is going to be the equal as, okay, let's take it for m. Similarly, n is going to be equal as the tan of a by the tan of b. Can we say it accordingly, right? This is equals to m and this is equals to n. Okay, fine. Just cutting up this all, making it the short answers. Now, should we just put up that value inside this equation? To get the values, or should we solve up those things to get the values? That is sine square a by sine square b minus 1 by tan square a by tan square b minus 1. And can we just use this trig exempt? Will it work here? Solve this? No. So can we use expand? Yes. So we are just fixed on in this place now. So we have found the values of m and we have found the values of n. Now how to proceed? We have to prove this cos square a is equals to m square minus 1. That is this, m square minus 1. So if you write simplify m square minus 1, that is this, right? Just an expression you are getting, not the simplified versions. So this is equals to this. So what you should find? Do you see anything missing there, or you should find any such thing? How you should get it there? Any suggestions quickly? Okay. So do you know cos square theta plus sine square theta is equals to 1? And also the cosec square theta minus the cos square theta is equals to 1. So if you just write it cosec theta square, so here cosec would not work, so you have to write a sine theta square. So sine theta square minus cos theta square. What is the value of this? Not a cos, a tan. So trig exempt of this. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta. So cosec square theta minus the cot square theta gives you 1. Like just substituting the values in kind of an equation, then you get it like this. Okay. So let's say this is the like a sine square theta minus a tan square theta. Now can we put up the values from this as perspective to this m and n to substitute the values over there? So if we say that if we need to find this b, that is sine b, so what is going to be the value of sine b in terms of cosec b? What will the value of the sine b in terms of cosec b? So sine a is equals to m sine b, right? From here we can see sine a is equals to m sine b, right? So can we say that sine b is going to be equals, sine of b is going to be the equals of 1 by m? Hmm? So this is just equals to 1 by m. And what is this? So we have initialized, I think, 1 by m and all, right? So 1 by m is going to be the sine b, okay, multiplied by the sine a. So finally, if I say what is the value of a sine of b, right, that is cosec b. So cosec b is going to be equals as m by sine a, right? This is going to be equals as m by sine a. So is there something inside the m now? Okay. So let's say this is m and n both as the symbols of this m and n. So let's just write as a kind of an equation and equate this up. So this is cosec b, you can say this is going to be m by sine a. Similarly, you can write cot b is going to be equals to this n by tan a. This can be right? Can we do this? Right, but just by writing up this. So I'm going to write here. So can I say the tan of this b is going to be this tan of a, like this? Hmm? So this will be same, right? Now, so you got the values of this sine b and sine tan. And you can easily put up these things like m by tan a and minus of this. So you'll be getting some values with perspective, and this is equals to like 1. So can we write it as like m by sine a? Copy this. This is m by sine a. Okay. So the whole square of this, that is m square by sine square a, minus this is going to be n by tan a, and the whole square of this even. So it is m square by sine square a minus n square by tan square a. Okay, this is going to be equals as 1. So can you find, and can you just elaborate or expand or simplify up here to find up any solutions accordingly? Hmm? No. Factorize would work. Expand. Nothing is working. Okay. Yeah. So from here, what we can do, we can write in the place of n square, the tan square, we can write it as n cos square by sine square,
Yes, sir.
right? That is for the tan, we can replace it by like n, what is being done there, right? That is n multiplied by this cos, and in the below we can write this to be the sine, and this would be okay, cos of a. This would be n square cos square a by sine square a, like in the next equation. Hmm? And from here we can just now say, like, if we are going to simplify this, this would form equation that is m square minus n square cos square a by sine square a. Hmm?
Yes.
And this is equals to 1. So if this is equals to 1, then the equation forms as So it forms as equals to 1. So this is the equations, and we are going to simplify this. Okay. So will the solve is giving any answers? I hope. So from here we can find, like, if this is equals, yeah, a lot of answers are there, but not a good one. Okay. So from here we can say that m minus n square cos square a is going to be equals as sine square a. And from then we can say that sine square a will be equals to 1 minus cos square a. Right? That is, what I'm saying is this, this whole equation, what we are getting, m square minus sine square a. Okay, let me write. That is m. It's getting some quite lengthy, but it's okay. N square, and then you can write it to be cos a square. So this would be equals to sine a square, right? This, right? And then can we write this whole equation as to be, instead of sine a, can we write it as 1 minus the cos of a, and this is m minus n square cos square a is equals to 1 minus cos square a. One minus cos square a. Okay, so now you can easily, like, solve of the things. So if we just take the cos as the common one, or if we just take it in the left hand side, it would be, the right hand side it would be 0, or right, that is, this, the equation would be formed as uh, this would be just removed and would be done just minus. This would be equals to 0, isn't it? Like this, n square cos square a minus of 1 plus cos square a. So are you getting the equation to be this? So from here, what you can get, that if you just factorize this, it should be minus of cos square a minus n square cos square a, and no, so this is sine square a becoming as m square minus n square cos square a. Okay. So sine square a by m square minus n square will be given as yes, and the simplifications will be okay. So this was the previous equation, something was wrong there. So we just have to put this in the, like, left hand side, and then we'll be getting up the equation. This is okay. What we require, m square minus 1. Okay, so all the sides to be given in the right hand side. If I write from here, m square minus 1 would be equals to this whole minus of n square think we are doing errors. Where we are doing the error? Anyone can find it there? This one is to be taken here, and it should go n square cos square a, like minus cos square a plus n square cos square a. Is this so? N square cos square a minus cos square a and plus 1. This one is not needed, I think. If we take cos square common, simplify this. Like if we just take a cos square common from it, it would be n square minus 1. This one is not needed there. So we have taken some wrong bracket somewhere. Where is that? M square minus 1 is on the left hand side. Is equals to n square cos square a minus only the cos square a. 1 minus cos square a plus n square cos square a. Minus this cos square a. Got it. So n square cos square a, and that should be fine. So this will be giving n square minus 1. So much hectic somewhere. Again some passing errors. What is this? M square minus 1. This is equals to simplify. Okay. Simplification of this cos square plus this. Again 1. Is this so? Okay. Minus cos square. Alright, so this is the equation. M square minus 1 is equals to this. Finally, anyhow, got this. Okay, so done, right? From here, just define up the things. So cos square will be m square minus 1 by n square minus 1. That's it, proved, right? Just from here you can write up there this is equals to m square minus 1 by cos square minus 1, and it will be proved. Okay.